my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion, and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in Solomon's Temple. I'm Uncle Solomon. So good to be with you tonight. It's about 10 minutes past 9 here in Johannesburg, South Africa. What time is it where you're watching? What time it is where you're watching, that is? Let me know where you're watching from and how you're doing. I would love to know. Good to have you here, Suleiman Jobe. Awesome to have you, Fanta. Great to have you here. Also, Bongani, Yana Paul, and everyone watching. Thank you, guys. Everybody, good evening to you. In case you're here, please, and you haven't subscribed, can I encourage you to please subscribe to the YouTube channel right now? Subscribe to Solomon's Temple immediately. And also, make sure you like the video, you share the video. That is important. If you are interested in really growing YouTube and using YouTube as a way to influence other people, to sell your products, to get your gospel message out there and make money out of it, get in touch with me on +27822129438. I offer private training for a small fee, so please get in touch with me. Good news, I was speaking to one of the guys I trained over a month ago, how he finally got to a place where now he could make money. One of his videos got him about 39,000 views, and he got over 2,000 subscribers right now. And that's just about it. It's about the content in itself. One content can bring you 7,000 subscribers. One video can go really viral, but it depends on how you pick it, how you put it together, right? And that's what it is. And that's part of what I do train. So please get in touch with me on this number so we could talk about it. So I'm talking about Apostle Chibuzo Chinyere, the pastor of, it's called OPM in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. He has created an image of himself to be a philanthropist, where he helped a lot of young people, offering them scholarships and a whole lot of stuff, getting people out of poverty, and also just doing a whole work in the community that has really brought him out. A lot of people got to know about him, not because of his church, he runs this big church, but because of the philanthropic work that he does. Bloggers write about him, people, news websites, they take stories, and so like a lot of people do know him now. But sadly, there's a girl that came out and accused him of having a sexual relationship with her when she was 18 and living in his house and working there. She was just about to get married. She was engaged. If you haven't watched that video that I played to the interview with her, please go back and check the last video that I made. She said quite a mouthful. Now, part of what she said, which I didn't play in the last interview, but I'm going to play it now, is her accusations that after she left, she got married and left. She got pregnant for him, obviously, and then she has a baby for him. He asked her to sort of like attach the baby to her new husband, which she knew was wrong, so she never really wanted to do it. But here, in this video I'm about to play you, she is actually saying that Apostle Chibuzo, after she left, even when she was in there were other girls that he was sleeping with, because the girls talk about himself. You have to understand a typical scenario. You're an apostle, you're a big bishop. There's a lot of people that work for you. There's a lot of people, especially young people, coming in and out of your house. That's the way it works in Nigeria, right? So your house becomes like a community, basically your home, because they do everything for you. And people obviously want to serve you or want to get close to you just so they can, be blessed or whatever. Some of them don't have anything to do much. So here is her video in this interview stating the fact that he actually had sexual relations with other girls, not just her. So is this a man that portrays himself as a philanthropist, but behind the scene, is this the kind of conduct that he showcases? Listen and watch.
And he continued with someone. After the marriage, I left his house. And he continued with someone else.
How do you know about that?
Fine. We were all in the house, and he had already started having other girls before I left the house. So we all know about this.
How did you know? Can you prove to me how you got to know? Allegedly.
We talk to ourselves. We all know ourselves, and we talk to ourselves.
What's the name of the person?
There was Joy Joshua. There was Favor.
And they lived there.
There was other people. Yes, it wasn't one. Yes. 3 months into the pregnancy, someone else got pregnant for him.
Someone else?
Yes, someone else.
By who? What's the name of
Joy Joshua.
Joy Joshua. Where is she now?
She's currently in Lagos.
Does she have the baby?
Yeah, she has the baby.
She's in Lagos with the baby?
Yes.
Do you have her contact?
I don't have a contact, but currently she has been on my DM these few days.
Okay, no, I'm asking you.
No, sir.
All you're telling me now, I'm going to investigate this matter before I move on.
No problem, sir. No problem.
So, those are some of the very hard allegations against Apostle Chibuzo. Making a lifestyle that is very ungodly, immoral behind the scene, and using young girls, using young women, but then outwardly, externally projecting yourself as a man of God and a philanthropist. You see a lot of pastors, bishops, charlatans, and false prophets. They want to do good works in community because they're trying to cover something. That's the strategy that they use. I've seen quite a lot of them over the years. But if you go into their closet, you will be shocked. You would not believe, 90% of people would not believe the kind of lifestyle that they live. You would be shocked if I begin to tell you some of the stuff that these guys are involved in. Do you know there are churches in South Africa that is involved in money laundering? They get money from politicians across Africa who want to buy cars in South Africa or who wants to buy big homes. They send somebody to go get the money cash, because obviously you can get this cash out of Nigeria. It's about paying people. You bring it to South Africa, you can also pay people at the airport, and the money comes in. And they take this money to church, which goes into the church system, which becomes like an offering or tithes or whatever. And then you now use people, you now pay invoices. Invoices just comes from people. You just fake it, You're paying this guy 500,000 for sound. You're paying this guy this amount of money for media, something that they never really, there's no work that they've done. And then you pay them this money, and then the money goes in, goes to their bank account. So the money, you clean up the money basically. And these pastors and these prophets, they get a cut out of that money. There's a Nigerian minister in Nigeria, government minister, who bought a Rolls Royce and and a big house in Cape Town using the same system. So you don't know behind the scene what some of these people are up to. It is shocking. It's shocking. Now, these young girls, some of them, there are a lot of pastors. You know, if you go to church, a lot of the people in church are youth. And they want to, and some of them are very naive, and some of them are very, some of them are very ignorant. They get close to these guys. I'm not going to tell you that there are no, some of these girls don't go close to these guys because they want to sleep with them. They don't care if you sleep with me, as long as you take care of me, it's fine. But there are those that go close to these guys because they're really seeking for God, because they believe in them as men of God. So whether they're there for good reason or not good reason, as an apostle, as a prophet, as a pastor, you have no business. As a married person, you have no business with other women. End of story. So we must keep our eyes open. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.